We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Nick Bosa. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. Justin Jefferson Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up. And they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Hey, Alabama.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard from a yard out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, get.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Pack it. 72. 72. Cover.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go. Hey,
They go play action with Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the ready.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure. They got him again. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Bolt 66. Bolt Bandit.
Here's Brady. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Lawrence on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
No, 66. Hey,
now a play fake. Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tariq Carpenter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, Cowboy kicker Greg Zuerlein comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, Lawrence. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Cowboys 10. Matt Prater sets the kickoff.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Lawrence. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Prater for the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hey, set.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. In his own end zone, it's Brady. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Up the middle with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Running on first down, Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 15.
On first down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go play action with Lawrence. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Colts extend their lead yet again. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 49, Cowboys 10. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Smith, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are able to claw one back. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is swung out to Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, they'll throw with Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Cover! 72.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Colts. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Matt Prater sets your kickoff.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
Hey,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is Smith with a grab. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
I'm ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Raiders set your kickoff.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 84, Cowboys 25. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Brady.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hey, Alabama. Go Bandit!
Brady's going to look to throw, and this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.